GM, everybody. Today I wanted to jump on to take a look at CEXs, which has been my centralized exchange of choice for probably about three years or so now. Um, Honestly, the team just keep building, keep developing, keep innovating, and it's great. And I see no reason to trade anywhere else. They offer absolutely everything that I could want. So in this video, I just wanted to go over how you can get set up on CEX, how you can place some trades and some of the cool features that CEX offers. Then touch on some of the innovation that's going on at CEX. And when I was coming up with the idea for this video, I actually it was a bit of a challenge to think what they actually want to talk about because there's so much going on. But we'll touch on index funds and U tokens. Then I wanted to talk about Earn on CEX, which is a great feature that lets you put your idle capital to use, so you can actually earn some interest on that. And then finally, if you stick around, I've got a giveaway at the end. So 250 Woo up for grabs. So stay tuned and you can find out how you can enter into that giveaway competition. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so to get started and signed up to CEX, what you want to do is you want to head over to woo.org. And once you're there, you'll see this screen. And it's pretty simple to get started. You can click the Get Started button in the top corner, and then it will take you through to CEX, the actual centralized exchange website. You can see that in the background, but you'll get this pop-up, which will ask you to register. And it's pretty similar to when you sign up to anything. You'll be asked to register with your email, enter in a password, and if you have got a referral code, to add that in. You go in, there'll be some verification that you need to do on your email, and that's basically it. That'll be you set up on CEX. But to make the most of CEX, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go on and make sure that you do your identity verification. So here you can see that there's different levels. So by default, with just email verification, you'll just have level 0. But to be able to make your deposits and withdrawals, you'll want to go via level 1 and level 2. So this is a centralized exchange, so there is a certain degree of KYC that is involved. But once you get that, you're then able to make unlimited withdrawals from the exchange on any given day. And one of the neat things about CEX is that on top of that, you actually can get some free withdrawals. That's dependent on the tier that you are. For example, I'm tier 3. So because I'm staking Woo and I'm tier 3, I can get 4 free withdrawals from CEX. That ends up being a really efficient way to transfer money if I maybe don't want to bridge from one chain to another. Because the gas fees are really high, I can go via CEX if both of those chains are supported. I can deposit from one chain and then withdraw on another. And because I get up to 4 free withdrawals a day, that can work out pretty cheap. That's basically how you get signed up to CEX. It's a fairly uncomplicated process. And once you are signed up, you can access it via your PC. There's a mobile app as well, which is super easy to use. And yeah, you can begin to trade. So let's take a look at how you can do that. So trading on CEX is really a pretty seamless experience. This is the trade page here. And as you can see, they have got TradingView charts integrated directly into here. And you can easily see all the information that you need. The order book here, you've got a location where you can change your leverage. You can choose what type of order that you want to place, and CEX offers all the most commonly used order types, which is really good. So if you're a kind of new trader, you might want to use market orders, limit orders. If you're a more experienced order, then you might go for these kind of more advanced order techniques. There's really options for everyone on CEX, and it also clearly displays the positions that you have open, and you can easily close them at any point in time. So it's really neat. But another thing that I like to do when exploring kind of what pair I want to trade is I head over to the markets tab on CEX. And here there's a lot of really useful information. And one of the neat things about CEX is it categorizes various different tokens for you. So if I go to all markets here, for example, you can click on different categories. So for example, I can click on the meme category, and here you can see all the different meme tokens that you can trade on CEX. And thankfully, we know it is meme season, and it has been for a while. So there's lots of the most popular memes are listed on CEX. There's also various other narratives, AI narrative, for example, and this will group all the different tokens. within that category for you. So if you don't necessarily know what you want to trade, but you want to trade a general theme, this is a good place to start. You can go into these categories and you can choose what you want to trade. Um, Okay, so just going into actually place a trade to show you that you can change your leverage up at the top here. You can set it up to 50x, and here you can choose the actual pair that you want to trade. This is a similar kind of setup to what we have in the markets tab on WooX. But yeah, you can see that different pairs have got different leverage. Bitcoin and Ethereum are up to 50x, and then a lot of the alts are at 20x. So you have that for futures, but then obviously you also have spot trading, and spot trading is generally paired with USDT, but there's also some options to trade pairs with USDC, and then there's even some Bitcoin pairs as well for the most popular assets. To place a trade, it's super simple. Actually, I'll close this out first of all. This is a Woo position just to get some USDT. Well, I actually have a trading password set up, so I'm not going to do that for demo purposes because I don't want to type that in. But basically, you close that out, and then you would enter in a trading password. That's a security measure that I have in place to make sure that only I can be placing the trades and not somebody else who may have maliciously got access to my account. But yeah, you can close that, and then it's fairly simple to do. Over on the right side, you will choose the type of order that you want to enter into. You can say the quantity that you want to purchase, and then you can either you can buy it if it's a buy or sell it if it's a spot pair, or if it is a future you can long or short that. Once that goes through, that will immediately appear down in the portfolio section. Okay, so now that we've looked at how you can actually place a trade on WooX, I wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the innovation that's going on over at Woo. So to start, I wanted to touch on index funds, and these are a really cool feature that's been introduced pretty recently over the last month or two. So if you head over to the Markets tab, you can see that there are these three indexes, and if you click the if you hover over the information icon, it'll actually explain what that index is. So this one, for example, the GM30 perp. So this represents a selection of the top 30 cryptocurrencies, not including stablecoins or gas tokens. So things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Sol. So the idea with these index tokens is that rather than you going on to, say, a category, let's look at memes, for example, here. That is a collection of some meme tokens. Rather than you going on to the meme section and saying, I want to trade specifically that one or specifically this one, I may not know what I want to trade at that point in time, but I may be bullish on memes in general. I want to catch a meme pump, but I don't want to be annoyed that I have bought Doge, for example, when it's Pepe that has pumped. To try and get exposure to everything, you may want to use these index funds. So when you place an order with this, you can trade it like any other pair, really. You go on, and they are futures, so you can enter into position here, and it'll appear like any other position. And you've essentially bought a representation of a basket of those assets. So it's a really cool way to trade. This is something that hasn't been done in the crypto space for a little while, and Woo has really taken an initiative to try and bring that back into the space. And I think the plan is over the coming months that the types of indexes that are on offer will expand. Currently, there's three. There's the GM30 for the top 30s. There's the L2 perps, which is a selection of layer 2 networks, and there's memes. But who knows? They might introduce things like AI index funds. There's really no limit on what they can do. So it's a really cool feature, and something that I'm definitely enjoying using on WooX since it came out a couple of months ago. Another really cool feature is the introduction of U tokens, or it might be Mu. I'm not entirely sure, but it's basically these tokens here on within the NFT section. And what these are tokens that are powered by a platform called Floor Protocol. This is the protocol's token, FLC. But basically, what they do is they take NFTs that may be extremely expensive, things like Pudgy Penguins, it may be Azuki's, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and they essentially fractionalize that. So rather than a user having to have, say, Pudgy Penguins, let's say about $50,000 to buy one Pudgy Penguin, instead you can type in a U token and you can go and buy UPPG, for example, which is a fractionalized share of an actual Pudgy Penguin. So when you're buying that, you're buying essentially a smaller chunk of that NFT that may be worth $50,000. Who knows, at the height of a bull run, that might even be worth $1 million. Here's hoping for a lot of the Woo team and a lot of the crypto space who I know own Pudgy Penguins. But yeah, basically, this makes these blue chip NFTs a lot more accessible for normal users. And Woo is working very closely with Floor Protocol. There's a bunch of these U assets that are available for trading. And yeah, it's really cool. It's a good way to get exposure to NFTs without having to go on and buy an NFT. Sometimes if you haven't bought an NFT before, it can be quite a daunting experience. Maybe you don't have too much experience in the world of DeFi and you tend to stick to centralized exchanges. This is a pretty neat way that you can get access to some things going on in the NFT space. You can get exposure to these collections without having to actually own the NFT yourself and front a significant amount of money for some of these more expensive collections. Okay, so the last feature that I wanted to call out, one of the features that I use a lot in WooX is the earn functionality. So basically, you head over to the earn section. It builds itself as being simple, secure, and transparent. And honestly, I have to say, I do agree with that. So there's a lot of options on what you can do here. So you can take some of the assets that you have, such as USDC, for example, and you can lock that up and you can earn yield on that. These are actually real world assets. So this lets you get access to US Treasury bills. And that is, so it's essentially backed one-to-one with real dollars. So you can lock that up for a certain amount of time, 7 days, and you can get 4.51%, or 28 days, and you can get 4.75%. This is obviously quite these real-world assets it's extremely low risk, and it's but it's a very cool feature to open up these real world assets into the crypto space, and yet another one of these innovations that Woo has been working on. However, a lot of degens may be interested in higher rates of return. So one of the farms that is open at the minute is the FLC. So that's Floor Protocol, the protocol that I was talking about before that developed the U tokens. You can currently deposit into this farm, and you can earn 329% APR. So huge returns that can be earned there. And these farms are constantly changing. There were a few up the other week that were actually the U tokens themselves rather than just Floor Protocol. So there's lots of options there. And then you've also got your major assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum that you can lend. So it's not just yield farming, but you can also lend out your assets. And depending on how much time, what the term is that you lock that up for, your percentage return will vary. So yeah, you can see there's a bunch of different options there, ranging from 30-day lockup periods all the way up to 120 days. So yeah, this earn section of WooX is really good. I think the innovation with the real world assets is great to see, and it really legitimizes crypto even further than that it's been working towards over the last 10 years. This is bridging the gap between the crypto space and TradFi. So yeah, I would encourage you all to take a look at this. If you do have idle assets, certain pools here may be of interest to you. So yeah, definitely be sure to check it out. Okay, and now we're on to the grand finale. I imagine what a lot of people have been waiting for, or maybe have even skipped to. Nonetheless, I appreciate you visiting my channel and checking out the video. any likes are very much appreciated. To enter the actual giveaway, which has a grand prize of 250 Woo, this competition is ongoing until the 31st of May. All you have to do is like and repost the X post, which is promoting this video. That's at the top of the description below. One winner will be selected, randomly selected. I'll do the spinny wheel thing to choose who that winner is, someone who's met both of that criteria. They'll be randomly selected, and I will send the 250 Woo to them the following week. But yeah, just to summarize the video, Woo is an incredible platform. There's so much going on, and the level of innovation on WooX is brilliant. It's great to see. There's not a month that goes by where they haven't introduced something new, some game-changing feature. So I couldn't encourage you more. You need to go and try out Woo. If anybody does have any questions on the platform, please be sure to drop a comment under this video. Any questions, I'll try and answer them. If not, I can reach out to the team and try and get some more information for you. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Happy trading all, and have a great day.